Hey, hey, time for a little bit of a bonus stream. Gonna show off some Mechabellum, game I really enjoy lately. Just gonna make sure everybody knows we're streaming. Time to give people some time to tune in if they like. Otherwise, I'll just have myself the time of day. We give it another 5 minutes for people to show up. Alrighty then. Well, let's hop into a game. No waiting around. Time to see what we can do against this Frog of Doom. Oh god, he's 100 MMR bigger than me. As you can see, starting off we got a selection of commanders. They give us different amounts of HP. And a little bonus. You know, get a Saber-tooth, which is a unit, or we get 100 supply extra. Or we get a Farseer. Or our units always start at rank 2. I'm gonna go for the Farseer one. We also get a few starting units. These are random every game. There's a pool of, I think, 20 options. They're randomly assigned to a commander, so every game is a little different. As you can see, we got little units here now. We got a few mechs. Lots in number, but fairly squishy. And we got a few tanks. Fairly tanky, and can pack a punch. But there's only 5 of them. Let's see, we can see what our enemy has last round, or what he starts up with at the beginning. He's got artillery here, and the same lot of sort of Fang range units. Range area. What I want to do is set up in a way that he's not gonna blow us to bits right away. Let's see. He's not gonna go aggressive with his starting units. Means we can be a little bit more reckless. What are we gonna need here? This is a unit that is very good against these small guys, so I'm gonna put him a little bit further to the back. Also, we gotta watch our speed. So some units are faster than others, means they're gonna end up ahead of them. And we wanna give these guys sort of a little bit in the back here. Time's running out. Let's see how he's set up. Spread himself out quite well. He's got a few fast melee units. These ones on the side, that's gonna be very good. Let's see, his artillery should lock up on these guys. That would be ideal. Yep. And these have a big cannon that explodes, causing all these guys to die in a fiery death. I kept my squishy units in the back so they don't die to artillery fire. It's gonna happen here. This is why I have lots of reinforcements still left, and he should melt. Because artillery is not very durable. Just deals a ton of damage. I won the first round. And just like any Yu-Gi-Oh match, whatever is left on the board is going to deal direct health damage. So let's send him to the Shadow Realm. At every round we get some few cards that we get to choose from. These are mirrored. Our opponent is seeing the exact same thing and does get the exact same choices. So we're gonna pick the improved fire system. 70 extra damage for whatever unit we equip this with. He's gonna have his fire badge as special units. His commander gives him these units at the start of the second round. Let's see, what else would be good here? Fast units? Maybe. Currently thinking about how to set up my board. This is probably not going to be a winning round. So let's think of the future. I'll hold on to this one. I'll need it next round. Here we go. We're done. Let's end our deployment. We see how he's set up. Yeah, it's a lovely little game. 18 euros. It's very cheap. And it's all about setting up your board with the right units in the right place. We've got our AoE units to deal with these little crawlers coming towards us. However, as you can see, not dealing that much damage against these flamethrowers, which are starting to melt all those tiny bots. This is automatic, you don't need to micro anything. It's more brain matter intensive. Our bot gets cleared, so every unit that's still alive is going to cause us some health damage. You can also set your Steam avatar as like the in-game avatar, so I put my little portrait up there too. Now we got a choice of some units here. Basically, this is a good gigantic melee unit. This does a lot of AoE clear. This is probably very good to pick right here. But it can't shoot into the air. This can shoot air, clears out small units very well, but is not good against tanky stuff. This is good against tanky stuff, but very limited range. Not going to be good here. I'm going to go with this one. Since we chose the Farseer commander, we get the Farseer unit on this round. This is a very long-range missile truck. It's going to be really strong here. I'm going to set him out to the side. This guy can stay in the center. We're going to get a neck knock on the Farseer. Units at the start of the game are locked. You're going to have to unlock them. The higher tech they are, the more credits they cost. And we've got 200 credits left. We can also put one more squad on the board, which we're going to do. We're going to pick another one of these sledgehammers. They're a very good unit all around. These are items. You get them at the end of the round or at the start of a new one, depending on how you like to look at it. And this thing now does a lot more damage. 2,000 versus 1,000. End our deployment. This thing has a huge amount of splash damage. It just does 20,000 per shot, but it's only one shot that takes, I think, 3 seconds or 4.5. Yeah, 4.5 seconds to attack. Unfortunately, it's going to shoot at this, which does not have 2,000 HP, but these things have. So it's going to blow this out of the water. Saving our small units to engage with them. He, of course, shows the same thing. Smart choice on his part. Because it destroys our tank line very handily. The problem with this unit here is that it's shooting at these small units. They have 350 health, but it has 2,000 damage. That's a lot of overkill. And a lot about this game is about preventing overkill. So these small units, even though they're not going to deal any damage, they soak so much damage that your more important units won't be taken. Got a lot of good stuff here. We're gonna go for this one. We can also skip and gain some extra credits, but I think a barrier is gonna be quite well. You can also promote units. When units deal enough damage, they're gonna get level ups. This doubles their HP and health. You can see the little plus on the bottom left, just above my head. We'll do that. It means they're gonna take a few more shots, and they're gonna die slower. The same way, I am going to buy a few of these cheap units and put them in front. This means that the artillery will try and shoot these will try and shoot these. It'll prevent our tanks from getting blown up. Try and keep it approximately symmetrical. There's, always ideal ways to set up, but human minds are imperfect and all that, so we'll do the best to our ability. Let's give this guy an upgrade. He too has upgraded his Stormcallers, which is the artillery. Shoots long rockets, but these things are so fast that the rockets land behind them. Unfortunately, these Flamewerfers, I'm gonna take them out. Our units are very clumped up, so the artillery is gonna do terrible, terrible damage. However, in the center, we are breaking through. We might have enough damage to clean this up as well. You can also speed things up since it's automatically sort of played out. Let's see, not quite a win. Well, that's fine, we have a lot of health to play with. The winner is whoever depletes it to 0, so taking a little bit of damage in between. Not that bad. The question is, we could upgrade this. This would double its damage. The question is there anything we're shooting that would die faster from this? Yes, his scorpions. Let's do that. Also got an ability from the last card drop to get an extra free upgrade. Now one thing I'm gonna do here, every unit has a set of upgrades you can pick. The same, instead of just getting more units, you can improve yours. I'm gonna get a range upgrade here, so these fire a lot further. And to round things off, I'm gonna get a little bit more tiny guys. Put them right down the center. Right. You also have a few abilities like global stuff, so we can call in a missile strike, like a sentry gun that stays around. Should clean up this entire unit formation. This thing here is a barrier, but we can only put them on gigantic units. We'll see them in a bit, I'm sure. Oh, that's a giant, for example. There goes the missile. Thankfully, our scorpion here is very good against these giants. And as the board gets more and more complex, things are just getting added onto it. Units always shoot the closest thing to them, which is why these tiny units rushing up to the front is very helpful. As you can imagine, this is not the most ideal time for it to spend charging up its shots. It's gonna be a problem for us. But eventually, all the little stuff is getting cleaned up. Not much left, but we're still taking a bit of damage here. Let's see. I'm gonna now decide which of these units is gonna help us the most. He has a lot of small stuff that is running to the front, so these flamethrowers should be good, but I'm seeing he has very limited anti-air. So I'm gonna go into the air and get me an airship. Let's double up. You don't always have to keep it symmetrical, you could focus entirely on one side, bundle all your strength up there, but for now, let's keep it like that. Alright, we still need more small stuff to rush into the fray and get blown up. Now we do have 100 points left. I don't think putting a missile down is going to be the most efficient thing to do. So I'm going to see. This is going to cost 150, you can't quite afford it. These towers here, if they get destroyed in battle, your units take 70% more damage and do 70% less damage and are slowed, so it's very bad to let these blow up, but it happens. But they also have upgrades that you can activate in between rounds. I'm gonna give me a 10% bonus damage to all my units. He went for the flamethrowers. Let's see how it goes for him. If I survive this round, I judge my chances pretty well. If I don't, well, it's gonna be bad. These ships will blow his tiny stuff very much to bits, but they need to get to them. And sometimes the big stuff is in the way of the stuff that makes good damage against the tiny stuff. It's all about balancing things out. No, not looking good. Are we alive? Nope, we're dead. As we say, our health got negative, and we got defeated. Happens sometimes. Just happened to the next game. It happens, you know. You win about 50% of the time. He was a way higher MMR, so it's always about minor stuff, like maybe positioning units differently or outthinking your opponent. I just couldn't quite get enough damage onto the board. You have different amounts of commanders, and they have new matched units here. Let's see what would be a good combo. I'm mostly looking at what starting units we have, which ones would be good. This one will be quite nice. These are fast melee units. They crawl towards you. They'll get blown up by these things here. And these are incredibly tanky units. They have 15,000 HP. One of these does 300 per shot or 600 per shot, so they live quite a long time. Ideally, we'll have these shoot at our tanky units, so I'll put these a little bit backwards. Because again, they're gonna automatically target whatever is nearest. And manipulating what is nearest is one of the key things of the game. There we go. We've spent all our points. And off for turn 1. Where are they? There. Aha. He sold one of them. That's an ability. He sold them and bought something else. So you can sell 1 unit per turn if you buy the upgrade for it. It's this little thing, field recovery. That's gonna set him back a little bit on the start. I have a feeling he didn't get the starting units he wanted to. This thing is ripping apart the tiny stuff. Well, we have another swarm of units here on the right side. Let's see if they can take it out. Probably. Yeah. I'll take it. We're gonna get a free drop, and we can drop this unit into the enemy territory. You usually can't do that. You can only set up here or on the flanks. Or we could drop it here in the back and give us a little bit of extra power. I think I'll do that. I'll put it here. I'll drop in front, run at the enemy, and chop him up. We get a big special tank. 15,000 HP, 6,000 damage. Should deal with this quite nicely. Gonna put more small guys up in front so that we don't accidentally lose our very important units. They're like living shields. Probably don't want to put them directly against that. Let's put them up to the side here. Now he also has the option to pick this. But he did, he picked something else. He's going very heavy into these sledgehammer tanks. This should be good against them. If it can get to him, yeah. This is a very tanky unit. It's taken on everything on this flank and wiped them out. Now my units are going for this tower because it's closest, and this will mean that our Sabertooth should be able to take it out very easily. I guess the tower didn't even need to fall. All the damage units do, they get experience points. and then you can level them up. See, what would you want here? Based on what he has. He's got an upgrade here, I can see it. He bought range on these, so these things now outrange my own tanks, which could become dangerous. To counter this, I could upgrade my own range. However, because he upgraded the range and it costs 300, means he has like 1 ES unit. Or 2 if we combine the costs. Okay, what do I pick here? Getting some Stormcallers might work against this. But I'll wait with the recruitment for a little bit. So far we're winning after all. Marksmen are snipers. They've got very little HP, but they do more damage than they have HP, so I'm gonna put this one on the right side here. It's got a lot of range. It's gonna blink away at this tarantula here. And with the rest of my money, we'll get a few more of these and some chaff. There you go. Reinforcing the right side because we won there last time. So reinforcing success. Hey, stretching. Yeah! You can stretch this game because you don't have to control it necessarily. That's the good part. You can just watch the carnage. As expected from a sniper, the firing rate is abysmal. And it's gonna shoot at all these tiny stuffs before getting to the good stuff. He even sold his tarantula. Well, this is a very good strategy, and he's gonna win this round. They're gonna destroy this, giving himself a huge damage boost, which will wipe out this entire side here. What he's currently lacking is defense against air. None of this can shoot air. But the moment I go air, well, I guess I can do that now. Yeah. Let's get some jets involved. I'm gonna put these to the side because they're very fast and they're gonna get to the front really quickly. I'm also gonna give this field maintenance. Meaning they're gonna heal through the damage. At least that's the plan. Let's see if it works out. I'm currently debating if I go even more aircraft, which will lure him into committing harder to countering it. Or if I'm going for more ground, but I think going this round air should be good. We beefed up our ground line as well. So now it's balancing our ground fire against the air power he's gonna bring to the table. I got some water ready for this occasion. As you can see, he's barely holding on here. Doing an impressive turret toss. I wonder what inspired that. Meanwhile, our upgraded tank is lasting a lot longer because it's got double HP. We have won this round because there's nothing that can shoot ground anymore. Or air, rather. Nothing that can shoot our air. Let's see what Boba Shrimp can do against us. Yeah, we want to see our units are tanking his tank fire quite well, so we want to increase our durability as much as possible. What else could we do? I got a feeling he's gonna go counter our air now, so I'm gonna go all ground in. Not see much. The only thing that can shoot... Ah, there's the anti-air. We should be able to deal with that though. It's not too heavy yet. What's most concerning to me is that we clear out these these little crawlers there as fast as possible. Because they're delaying our heavy fire a lot. Not looking all too good. Okay, and he's out of anti-air. So we win this round, even if it's gonna take us a while. Question is, how do we deal with this? He's got a lot of these small units that are all crawling in, so I kinda want the Vulcan. Probably the right choice, unless I'm gonna go Fortress here. Let's trust my gut feeling. What we can also do is something a little cheeky and direct his artillery fire, but I don't think I will do that yet. We definitely need to do is put some covering blanket over our giant units. Let's distract his anti-air for a while. Yeah, he's going full anti-air now to make sure that he doesn't lose against us by default by not having enough anti-air. So what's kept us in the fight so far? Now all his little tiny chaff is just about as dead, so our important units are now hitting the big guys. Looking good. Breaking through on all fronts. So far. He's having a hard time getting through our regeneration on these giant tanks. Simple as that. We need one more good push. I'm gonna say go for this orbital javelin here. I kinda wanna take out this thing here. I'm gonna keep upgrading these so they live longer, more HP, and they regenerate percentage based. Okay, it's time to make our tanks better. And since we might beat him now, I'm gonna borrow some money from the bank. Wanna get 200 supplies now, but I have to pay 300 next round, but there won't be a next round, I reckon. To get us another unit on. Let's see what he came up with. Yeah, he upgraded this, so we'll take this out right from the fight. While you've locked in and your opponent is still choosing, you can watch this battle, because there's nothing you can do. You can't, you know, unlock your formation. We take out his anti-air, especially this truck here. We have just about one. He completely undercommitted to our phoenixes that have taken him out repeatedly. Good shot. The unfortunate thing is that he bought an upgrade on his artillery that disables our regeneration. This could be big, but if we can take out his anti-air before the regeneration kills us, we might be able to win this. Might. Looking kinda iffy. Gonna be close. Nah. We didn't quite make it. What to do? Could reduce his range. Let's double up on things. While I ponder these, you always have like 100 seconds. I'll have another sip. I've got an idea. Might be a tricky one. But what if we distract his artillery by placing units on their sides? That way his artillery will shoot to the side while our units close on in. Next idea. Put up some turrets. That's certainly not the cheapest option. But if it keeps us safe, we'll do it. Yeah, you imagine some foul play as well on my part because he put up shields. So he's gonna put some smoke down, okay. Can work. These little turrets will shoot down his artillery barrage. Keeps our units in the fight. Okay, we've broken through the front line. Now the question is, can we take out the anti-air? Things have a lot of range, unfortunately. So it doesn't look good. Well, I mean, if there's one way to end the game, might as well take the nuclear option. The real deal here is that we don't have enough units in the front to soak up these shots. Well, at this point, with only 3 units set, it's gonna be difficult to weasel our way out of this. Unless we get our own. Yeah, why not? Why shouldn't I? I'm gonna have to do this smart way. Squeezing out every little bit of money I have. He's gonna throw up a bunch of shields to prevent me from landing this nuke, I reckon, but at this point, kinda have to. Yeah. Right there. Actually, more like here. Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah, he guessed. Guessed where I was gonna put it. Maybe I can break the shield. Before the nuke lands, a little bit more, a little bit more. Yes! Woo! Eat it! Oh, he nuked me as well, so good on him. I didn't even see that. Of course, he had the option. The problem is he has these fast crawlers, which are gonna destroy our range here. I think he's won this one. Was well played, though. Yeah, this game has some good spectacle. I guess there's some other options I could have done in the game. Are we actually done? No, we're still in it. Okay. None of these are particularly enticing. This could work. Yeah, well, might as well. It'll be the last round. This is the ultimate unit, the War Factory. It's basically a giant production facility that can spit out a whole lot of units. However, we're gonna have to use it smartly, wisely. We'll give it the missile interception, that could be good. Since it worked for him, we are gonna grab us a few more of these tiny crawlers. It's not gonna make a big difference, I don't think, but just have them run in at some point in the battle. Maybe soak up a few shots. Yes. Alright, that's all we can do. Oh, give us more range. He sets down oil to slow us down. I think at this point he's won on the range game, like he's got more range than us on most of his units. Well, let's see this thing in action. It'll last a little while, but I don't think we're gonna live. Doing good progress here on the right side. Left side is still alive too. We got his tower, so all his units take a huge negative on his on the taken damage. This might work. Yeah, we got it. Now let's see if it is enough to take him out of the game. Yeah. So that is how close these games can get. We lived with 170 HP. So if he had one unit costing 200 supply more at the end of the last round, we would have been out of that. And that's why I really love this game. You can really pull off some clutch plays like that. It also has, 2v2 or 4-player free-for-all. So there's options on what you want to play. Yeah, that was a good round. It looked really dicey there for the longest time. I was like, oh no. He's counter us very hard with his long-range anti-aircraft capabilities. Let's do something a bit spicy here. Let's play aggressive. Right now we've always set up very symmetrical. Let's see what happens if we set up all on one side and very aggressively, trying to snipe his tower and then destroy his army while they're reeling from the damage. Doesn't mean it's going to succeed, but it's one way to play. Also, we gotta watch out because later on you can't really move these units, so we want to leave enough space in between our formations in order to have the right amount of place to put other units that might come in later. Looks good. Should I put more here? Here. These first 4 units are always free, so we can just unlock them for free. Gonna need something fast. Gonna put one there to hold him off, and one here to run on in. This should be good. All these units won't be able to all help all these units, so our army is probably stronger than his. Unless I have done things very wrong. We'll see. These steel balls have lasers, and the longer the lasers focus on unit, the faster it takes damage. It's like a charge-up beam. Okay, so he took our tower down first. It's not a big deal. We'll get his now. Let's quickly take out the snipers and then we might win this. The effect has worn off, so it'll be a close one. I think he's gonna destroy us first before we can destroy his tower. All depends if his units are still busy with our tower while we're making contact. Could work. It's getting down to the wire, but I think we got this. Now our opponent has to make a choice. Does he commit harder into this direction? Or more likely, he is going to try and fortify himself. So we've got to stay on the aggressive. I'm going to take the free training. That's a free level up for any unit we may choose. And I think I'm going to choose our marksman. Just got to think where to position him that he's best serving us. Now what I'm seeing here is he doesn't have many means to clear these tiny units, so I'm gonna put more up in the front. Not only are they gonna take shots for more squishy units, or more important units, they're also gonna just do a lot of damage to these things. And I'm gonna upgrade our fortifications here, so he's gonna take longer to destroy it. From 3000 HP, all the way up to 23. It's gonna give him something to chew on. As expected, we're reinforced here. It shall avail him not, yar. can destroy his tower, I'll be good. Yeah, he's gonna take forever here now. Our sniper should clear up everything else here. If both players agree, always good time to chain. You can also bet on games, predicting who's gonna win. Usually more of a viewer feature. Uh-oh, a sniper's in the front, that's not good. Okay, we got it. He has enough levels and HP to survive for a bit. I'm gonna give our units more speed, because we're playing for aggression. Being faster. It's gonna be huge. I think I'm also gonna upgrade the range, so that they connect faster. I'm gonna pull a sneaky one. I'm gonna blow these up with a rocket. And that's all we're gonna do this time. I can unlock a unit, might as well. Okay, so now he's picked up a Vulcan. He spent 200 credits to get this and another 400 to put it on the field. So he's gonna be way behind. If our steel balls connect with this thing, they're gonna destroy it. It doesn't do enough damage to eliminate them. It's gonna be bad news for these crawlers here, but everything else is gonna be just fine. You might have to upgrade their armor a little bit, but that's doable. It all comes down to the damage this sniper can do. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Or are they gonna make it? Nah, okay, this is a lost round. No problem. We can adjust. The ball is now in our court to do something about this Vulcan. I think I know just the thing. Ah, these are good. I'm gonna put one of these here. They're gonna pick apart all these tiny units. This is also gonna be good against everything here, I reckon. Gotta put it a little bit further back though. Yeah, there. My worries is the sniper here. It's gonna pick this aircraft right out of the sky. This reduces damage taken by 60 for every level, and it is level 2 now, meaning it takes 120 damage less. This thing doesn't do 120 damage, so they won't take any damage from it anymore. Checkmate. I don't think it's the only thing he's gonna do over here. So gonna have to come up with more plans. Spreading out our chaff a little more. There we go. Okay, he went for the saber-tooth option. It's gonna one-shot our steel balls if they get their teeth into them. Not good. Steel balls are gone. And this sniper's gonna take out our aircraft. So we're in a bad spot. However, we cleared up most of this stuff over here. So we reacted to what he did last round without having an answer for today's round. Or this round. And that's what got us this round loss. But it is not all over. Lots of ways still to go. We've got a lot of good stuff here. Just thinking what would be the best. Ah, I've got an idea. Now this is going to be expensive, but this is essentially the steel balls, but in big. And this is going to be enough to take down the Sabertooths, the Vulcans. It's going to be a great investment. Do I need anything else? I don't think so. I'm going to be good. Once this thing locks onto something, it is going to kill it. There's nothing the unit can do about it, no matter how many HP. All we have to do is clear out the little guys in front. Started up slow, but once it's locked on, it's not gonna let go. Okay, so he picked the Rhino. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that much HP. Right, so it's not the be-all end-all solution. Okay. We got a lot of clumped up units, so either this or this. I'm gonna give this a go, I think. These are my two options here. This is an aircraft. We already have aircraft that would be doubling up, and this is a melee unit. We already have a lot of melee units that get blown up. We don't need that. Both these have excellent range and AoE capabilities. This is gonna get stuck on that shaft though. This is gonna deal with that shaft a lot better. Put these in. What we're gonna need is extra damage and extra range. Now we can get 2 more of them. One of these. I'm gonna sell this aircraft, it's not doing enough. It's all getting really tightly squeezed in there, but sometimes a tight squeeze is what you need there. He was like, yeah, everything here is tightly clumped up, I want the same option. These here are still doing work. How's it looking over there? Eh. Decent. Not great, not terrible. Is it gonna get it? Nah, not quite. This is gonna hurt. I think we can tank it though. Let's see if we wanna pull out another close round win. This could be good. We don't need it, there isn't really anything to blow up. I'm gonna upgrade this a little bit further. These things are still doing the Lord's work. You can always check how much damage your units did. These two did 200 damage, these did 900. Well, this thing did 18,000, 23,000. 115. I think we know which of these things is carrying its weight around here. So we're just gonna group up a few more of these. And I think we're gonna sell out of these units here. It's simply not worth the price of having them around. Give me more of these. Right, we can't deploy anymore. We're gonna get some upgrades here. Upgrade this. And a bit more damage. There we go. It's gonna EMP us. That is gonna be okay. He's now throwing tons of tiny units at us so that these big units are protected from our beam weapons. If it works, we'll see. All we have to do is outlast him a little bit here. We're laying down a tremendous amount of artillery fire. I got through this. I probably need to upgrade it again, but next round. Can it live? Not quite now. It's getting taken out here. Question is if our artillery can cover itself. It should be able to take out a lot of this stuff. Now there is units that counter the artillery fire. You can get playstowns, you can get some upgrades. But it's all a matter of economy. Do you have enough money to stop the artillery fire going down? We won that round. Not bad, not bad. Well, the thing is, I'm gonna pick the nuke, and I'm gonna speculate that he thinks I will drop a nuke on him. Honestly, I can just do that. The thing is, I have so much artillery here that they are gonna destroy the shield that he's gonna hide under. Which means the nuke is gonna land and destroy especially his artillery forces. What does it take to take this out? Certainly not this. Now he's gonna take the nuke as well, so I'm gonna need to shield up as well. Otherwise all my forces are gonna get blown up. That would be bad. What I'm gonna do is take out a little bit of this. Okay. Upgrade all this for more damage. Upgrade this thing so it has more HP. Alright. Yep, there's his nuke. Knew it. And he's going to try and snap my tower from behind. But I've got some defensive sentries set up. Yeah, you see his tanks now have anti-missile technology, but there's so many missiles that the tanks are not going to do everything they can do. He's trying to flank me. Let's see if these can take them out. Yeah, alright, good. My artillery's fine. His stuff, not so much. We are very short on anti-air, so these aircraft are gonna do a lot of damage. Might even win him the round. Might even win him the round. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Was a good one, but not quite good enough. I could try and snipe his tower as well. That is a possibility. It's gonna be difficult to pull off. These things are back there. Do this, that's gonna take them out. These are hopefully going to help me. Put a shield on my units so they took less damage in the initial engagement. Could work, could be good. We'll have to see. Put some more defenses down here. Might work, might not. Okay, so it didn't work, that's bad. These snipers are full on range. They're gonna pick us apart from afar. And looks like I'm gonna lose this round. That should be enough damage to take me out, or not quite. Hey! We've got another shot at this, let's not waste it. Okay, so we need to live on that side. It's becoming very obvious. First need to pick something. Sure. Let's drop some smoke cloud. Right in front of him. Make sure to blow up these aircraft. And these tiny guys, that should give us enough damage. His melting point needs to live. If it survives long enough, we stand a chance. Let's get a bit more tiny guys in here. This gives our unit more range for one round. This gives our unit more speed for one round. Both things I think we're gonna need. It's looking good. I upgraded the firing rate of our rocket launchers at the cost of range, which hopefully counters his anti-rocket tech. If there's more rockets flying, he won't be able to intercept them all. That's the idea anyway. Let's see if it will work out. We've cleared out most of his front line, now only the back line remains. Shields are down. Sniper's gonna take out our rocket. But it's gonna go down himself. Okay, we got it! We're coming back. Now it's the question how much damage are we gonna deal to him. He has a lot of fuel left in the tank. Okay. Time to see what did a lot of damage here. Certainly thinking this one earned himself its stripes. Let's find the most DPS heavy one and put our firing in there. Why not amplify 19,000 by 90%? 70, 70. He sold them. That's right. Thinking about what to add to our collection. One of these could really help. Definitely need shields. Need a few anti-missile turrets. And just get more of these. Let's get them over here. Couldn't spend 100. That's fine. I don't think there was much I could have done about all that. It doesn't look so good on the left side. He's definitely reinforced the whole thing. Yeah, this looks kind of sus. I don't think this is it, Chief. I think we didn't do enough here. It devolved into an artillery slap fight, and we lost that one. Well, close game, close game. Don't think there was that much I could have done here. But I guess there was things I could have done all throughout, otherwise I wouldn't have lost, huh? Hey, I played this guy in the tournament this weekend. Recognize the name. Let's go Giant Specialist. The Giant Specialist has a speciality that all these giant units cost nothing to unlock, as opposed to 200 credits. Set these up in the back. They're gonna come running and should engage at about the same time these things engage. What are we gonna need here? I don't think we're gonna win this round. These things are gonna counter just about anything we can do, and we don't have the units right now to kill these crawlers. So we need to either pick a unit that kills these crawlers, but then these kill us, or we pick a unit that kills these, but the crawlers will get us. We're gonna have to play the long game here. Problem is, giants, they cost nothing to unlock, but we still have to pay the price to put them on the board. I'm gonna play the long game here. That way units will target these first. In case it's one of those specialists that gets double starting supplies, so yeah, you just got double the units here. Quite the surprise. However, we set ourselves up quite nicely, so a lot of our chaff's still alive. And maybe we can even kill one of these. Probably not. It's quite the strong opener. Or because these have so much HP, we can easily get things that do a lot of damage now. Like scorpions. Assault scorpion. I'm wondering if this is better or this is better. Let's go with this one. It costs 300, so we won't be able to unlock him this round. Or place him the round. Instead, we're gonna focus on setting up a board. We're gonna build something that we will gonna fill with the heavy hitting units. So we're gonna lose this round, probably 2. But in turn, we're gonna gain ourselves a little bit of something. I'm gonna throw these in the back. He's probably gonna put units here now, if he's smart. Otherwise, he's gonna get himself a rude awakening. Like this? Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. He's really going heavy into these tarantulas. I mean, it's working for him, so why not? But we're gonna be able to counter this. He's investing a lot of money into these units, and we know exactly what he's doing. And he's gonna have to deal with this next round. Once these crawlers come up in numbers, they're dealing tremendous amount of damage. Well, I don't think we're gonna win this, but we're dealing a lot more damage than I thought we would. Not bad, not bad. Air is good. I wonder if these these have an air spec, but you can only equip 4 of the attacks. You've got a lot more available in sort of in your hangar where you can prep your units with just about the tech you want. But instead of going further air, I'm gonna get a first tarantula on the ground, and I'm gonna put these further in the back. They got a good amount of range. And they're first gonna get stuck on these a little bit, and then they're gonna shoot at our enemies. Do I want to missile him? I don't think it's necessary. He is ignoring his flanks. That is unusual. You'd think he'd want to not get the massive debuff, but hey, I'm not complaining. Ah, I see. He upgraded his towers, so they have now more HP, so it takes longer for me to destroy them. We should be able to win this, though. Once we destroy this thing, yep, he has no more anti-air. Okay. Very good. think this is good here. Obviously, when you overkill massively, 30% more overkill isn't relevant. But these tiny units, they don't do much overkill, so more of them will be lovely. He definitely is going in here with a plan. Acting kind of sus. Like, he's got an idea of what he wants and he's going for it, regardless of the cost. Just gotta figure out what his plan is. Let's see. Still not reacting, but he's upgraded them to level 3 now, so he's spent a lot of money to prevent this from doing anything. Try to tell you, it's not gonna be enough. You can barely see the damage now. Damage it is still. Unfortunately for him, all his anti-air is down again, so we'll just clean this up, no matter how long it takes. Yeah, I'll take one. There's another tool we can use to deal with a lot of these IHP units. What I'm doing right now is being cautious, because he obviously has committed a tremendous amount into this. But if I go too heavy air, he might still put something on the board that harms me a lot. But at this point, I'm wondering what else there is for him. I'm gonna upgrade these two. Means they do double damage. Means they'll be extra fast. Yeah, alright. And give them another bonus. These do now 400 damage per nibble. It's gonna chew right through that. I'm gonna go get more chaff, because it's looking kind of light at the moment on my flanks here. These tanks are very exposed. Do it like that. Very exposed, and I don't want to leave them all alone out in the cold. Ah, okay. He finally reacts to my consistent sniping of his towers. Okay. But now I look like a fool. I upgraded these and gave them extra damage, but they didn't even do any damage. Which is bad, obviously. I do, however, believe that we can adapt and overcome. Even though this run might be a loss. Saying might. We might have a hero melting point at our hands. Yeah, looks like it can hold its own. Nice. What I'm gonna do now is I'm probably gonna sell these. This is a good one. Puts fire on the ground. It's gonna destroy all his tiny units. Smack dab in the center. Yeah. This should be good. It's doing alright. It's doing alright. It needs more range so it can plink away at them from afar. Out of money to do much of anything else. Okay. Yep. These are spider mines. They explode on contact and do terrible, terrible damage. And it gives our units something else to shoot at. Oh, I know one thing they can't reach: air. Oh no. Need to upgrade my towers so they last a little longer, I think. Can do it. Absolute legend. Non-repair kit gives... Earlier the tanks were regenerating. And this gives that same ability to any unit. Question is, where is it gonna be the most useful? I mean, it's carried us so far. Put a little bit more oomph into our units. Since that side is getting into trouble all the time, I'm gonna reinforce it. Let's snipe out some of his chaff units, so our big hitters focus more on his actual units. Looking quite dreadful. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, it's gonna blow everything up. Wow, this is gonna hurt. It's gonna be 200 health damage per pop. Might take us out in one shot. It was fine until it wasn't. Yeah, that's... that's an instant kill there. Damn. Well played. Well played. Let's give it one more round. One more round of the evening. Let's put in another win. Yeah, oof is right. That was just the spider mine upgrade in and of itself. Having units that repeatedly spawn and soak up shots, and if you don't kill them, they blow up. That's powerful. I should have gone harder into air, I guess, after all. But by the time that happened, it was a little too late. That's sometimes how it goes. Let's go this one. Let's build a tank line. That's what I want to do this round. See if it works or not. I'm up against artillery and these. Okay. Sorts. These are not going to be useful. These, however, are also not really going to be that good. Well, it's going to be something. Let's put them out here. This is not going to be good right now, but it's going to be good later. These are there to bait out these rockets. I recognize I put these too far back. They're coming in too late, dealing too little damage to the whole thing. Live and learn. We actually made it on this side. That has one less of these arc lights. If I take one of these 50 cost units, I can't take 2 of the tanks, so I'm gonna go for the free one. So I can get 2 tanks. I'm gonna have to spread them out a bit. I'm gonna also leave like a little bit of space there, otherwise the artillery is just gonna kill them, get more splash damage off. Not much more to it. He doesn't have a lot of anti-air. It's a first observation. Do these have his anti-air spec? No, no, they don't. Now keep that in mind for later when we can make some impact with aircrafts. These tanks are struggling with the unit numbers here. They're much better against these medium tier unit sizes. Or think we broke through? Unless everything gets blown up here in a second, like that. Can this one hero do it? It's a draw. Nobody won. That does happen sometimes with flight time and everything. And we do have the chance to take some aircraft, and I'm gonna do that. Nothing else here is really gonna help us. So let's send him some phantom rays. These are huge Gatling guns. They're good against the small stuff. Which, I hope if I put this somewhere here, put it here. Like that? Sure. Let's get more of these. I want to try them out. These are new units, was only added last week. This game gets very frequent upgrades. You know, it's difficult to balance patch a game this big of a roster. We haven't seen everything yet. But some of these units are very niche. I'll hold on to the money. It's fine. Okay, so he went heavy ground fire, which is a good thing against our tanks. We're gonna need some upgrades to make them viable against this thing. It's also gonna blow this up real quick. Watch everything here disappear in a moment when this thing lights up. Here it comes! There it goes. Snap is a good choice against these Phantom Rays. He also saved up the little nano repair kit I passed up on earlier to give it to this very healthy unit. Means it's regenerating a ton of HP. Nothing we can do about that. However, his right side, not as well defended. Let's see the slowest battle in history. I don't even know if it can kill it. Yeah, it has a lot of damage, okay. Barely a scratch. Do I want elite crawlers? Probably not. I don't think elite crawlers will be the thing to pick here. And again. You know what? For the meme. The more levels a unit has, the more expensive it gets. So upgrading the crawler is 50 points. And level 5 crawlers thus cost 100 plus 4 levels. So level 5. So that's 300. Meaning it's great to have them right off the bat. But they cost a lot. A hell of a lot. And I need to put these in a place where they're not getting initially blown up without me being able to help them. I put them far in the back. A lot of the small chaff will be gone. Be good. Put them at medium range here. Let's focus a little bit in on this. Yeah, let's put one forward, one in medium. And 200. It's enough to give these some extra damage. Let's see how it goes. These crawlers here on the right side are still alive, which is good. And the damage these tanks now do... What is he? Every time he shoots, he absorbs 90% of the damage dealt. So he's healing himself up to full every time he shoots. That is unfortunate. He's got the right units for the right upgrade. See what we can do about that. More air, yeah. Good. Honestly, burst mode. These need more range so they don't die as fast. Okay. This is not as much stuff as I would like to have, but the extra damage from these tanks upgrades will be good. Range 2 means they can go toe-to-toe with the Vulcan. I might need to sell this, because the Vulcan is gonna just roast them. We'll see, we'll see. These poor rays don't do much damage, except the ones that have enough levels to matter. Survive like 1 or 2 sniper shots. Yeah, these... Unfortunately, the crawlers have to go. If we want to see it positively, at least we forced our enemy to go into the anti-crawler units. We could sell them for the price we bought them, so it's not a big loss. Okay, we cleared that one out. Good. We got absolutely board wiped here. It's gonna hurt. I don't think we're gonna make it, Chief. We can try some stuff here. Just taking a little too much damage. Right. Gotta go down with dignity here. Standing straight up. Got... What can we do here? Range will be nice. For damage. I salute these proud mechs. See, now they do. Okay, the MP missed. No, it hit our Phantom Race. Okay. Still in the air. Yeah, but the sniper's just gonna pick us off. Oh well. Some wins, some losses. I hope you enjoyed watching. And I could show off this game for all of you a little bit. There's also a little bit of a single player mode where you can challenge yourself against the AI. It's called survival mode. It has some special rules, like units disappear from the board after a while, after taking too much damage. And also the multiplayer is quite fun. Brawl is everybody fights against some NPC forces, and then whoever is left fights against each other. And whoever is ahead is gonna get a stronger force sent against him, so it's balancing thing around. And you're trying to destroy as much as possible. I hope you enjoyed watching. I had fun playing. And we'll see what gets streamed next. Have yourselves a great evening and a lovely week.